How may I be of service?
That looks valuable.
There we go. Once more, into the breach, dear friends, once more. As they say. Let's get this box, there we go, out of here. And that live split out of here. There we go. Excellent. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome back, anything you like in me. As you know, something I like in you is that you keep coming back. And we are going to be living up to what we didn't get around to last time. So yesterday, that is. That we did... nah. One thing that somebody bribed me to do the Janthir Convergences, but it took us so long to actually get to this that everyone had to dip out. So we are definitely going to be doing it today. Let's see here. I just noticed that some other streamer was in this group too, Assassin GW2. Oh, how excellent. They don't seem to be online though. Oh well. Let's throw them a follow. There we go. Then I can keep an eye on them. Always love to find out that there are more streamers, right? Love finding new people. We're getting there. Oh, and I see Oldman again. Nice. Oldman is riding in say instead of in squat, but you know, that fits with their username, right? Oh, I'm so old. Oh, how do I ride right? Ooh, oh, it's you. You know, that's something I like it in you as well. It's spook chivalry. I'll pluck myself just before we start, as well as I find many people like listening to a gentle guiding voice as they do the convergence. Oh, I forgot to get my thing on. Oh, thank you for following Rage Assassin or Tifa, whichever you prefer. There we go. Always a pleasure to have new people in the community. And always a pleasure to find out more about what other streamers are doing. Because there's honestly a lot of nice people out there. And I'm glad that Guild Wars has begun recognizing that. By the way, it's really funny how easy this game could be if you just press key. You lost around 10k from the bench without weapon swap. And with the rotation mistakes, but who cares? It's true. Especially there are some builds like the auto-attack Dragon Hunter that's just, you know, spam one a lot and you will win. So there are a lot of builds like that. Ura will be last unless you guys prefer something else. I always do the alphabetical order. Most builds are doing just doing fine just by button mashing. Yeah, I think you're right. You see, I'm very good at pressing my E button, so I don't know if that I don't actually know if I have sigils that do anything when weapon swapping. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I'll be doing my first time ever in W1 after this. Very excited to try out raiding. There we go. Okay, we need to remove the group from LFG for a little while here because we are having a problem here. We no longer need any quickness, which means what we need now is just to get... How many Alex do we need? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heals. 8, 9, 10. We need 3 Alex. We need 2 of them to be DPS. 2 A DPS. 1 A heal. Something like that. I'll just do pure DPS. That'll be fine. Okay. We got 1 too many quicks. Any of the Q heals or Q DPS willing to switch over? Most builds are doing fine, but the amalgam rotation is the best pick. Pick a god and pray. Amalgam will be the new engineer subclass, right? Elite specialization, as we call them. Then we just need 1 ADPS. That's perfect skill. If you try to make a new group, it'll make group 3. Yes, new NG. Let's see if I can find him here. Yeah. So like this. Boop. There we go. Awesome. I'd rather have you as an ADPS, as we're now a little over how many A heals we need. And I see that I am going to be filling in here, which is nice.
I feel strong.
So if one of the A heals can A DPS and another can go full DPS, that's perfect.
Sam, shield us.
That's just fine. No problem in that. Let me just get that out of the way. ADPS. Moving you down here. Oh. 1 too many A heals left the group. Could we have one of you back? Please write before moving, so we're sure. Have I prepared my ancient coins for the gifts? My ancient coins for the gifts? I don't know. I mean, I have a bunch of ancient coins. What gifts are we getting?
Barriers, now.
I'll stick to ADPS. Primos can go ADPS too. Where is he at right now? No. No. we didn't need more healers to go DPS. We needed a DPS to go healer. You need 250 coins plus 250 map currencies for the gift for the legendary armor. Like a new legendary armor? Or, oh, legendary armor like the raid one? That's perfect, Talia. This is so much work. Okay. Shadow. Let's have you go a heal again. And a heal. And up there. Okay. I'm going to be logging the subgroups now. Because that makes it less confusing. And I like it when it's not confusing. Here we go. Let me just get these on. And these on. Ooh. And QDPS. 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 So, does anyone from the pure DPS team wanna go QDPS? Or should I look for one more? I locked roles to help me keep the overview. That's fine, Talia. I'll just look for one more. Excellent. So, Janthir Wilds, Rift Hunting and Convergences. We are looking for one QDPS. Excellent. Hey, Jumpy Jumpu. Nice to see you. And no, the Soto armor. One of needed for Gift of Persistent, which is obtained by... Oh, right. Yeah, I already have like 3 of those in my bank right now. Oh, perfect. Where are you? My newest QDPS. There you go. Right. So now we just need to get filled up with DPS. Hey, so, everyone look at your group. You are locked to that group's role. 1 for DPS, 2 for A heal, 3 for A DPS, 4 for Q heal, 5 for Q DPS. Sorry, overhealed, but we don't need any more Q heals. If you joined early, you would have been able to move yourself. So you're DPS. That's how it is sometimes. So sometimes you just don't get the role that you want. Awesome. So now I'm moving people out. Do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That was really bad. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, let's get you guys up into 1. And move people. Oh, just lost a Q heal. So you have your shot over healed. random. But hey, sometimes that's just how it goes. Lucky them. I'm taking a little bit of time here to just move people out manually. Oop. Get them out. Lot of... I'm assuming all of those with the daggers are crit verts. Lot of those going around. Here. 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 Yeah, good. Thanks, over. Okay. Oh, that's Secrets of the Obscure. Just need one more DPS. Okay. In a second here, we're going in. Please wait patiently while I describe the basic mechanics so we can go for gold. Let me be the one to actually talk to the NPC. And if someone else does it, please choose the never mind option. Oh, somebody else opened. Thanks for that. Love that, love that. I think a lot of this group is Void Lounge, so you can just tell them to disperse. Hope they all play power. Oh, nice. I do want to just do the very, very basics, though. Because we're still going to lose out people otherwise. So, first up. Doing this. Okay. And this one I have the copy paste for, so we can get through it fast. Woo! Copy and paste, copy and paste. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Feels so weird to not be, like, reading this out as I'm typing it, but, like, it does save a lot of time, because people do read faster than they, you know... People do read faster than they actually, than I can write, so... Do 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 do. There we go. And
Agony, torment, pain.
we're going for Decima. 2 types of arrows. I'm going to be, if you're listening in and you're in the group and you think this is moving a little bit too fast, don't worry, I will be talking through these mechanics as we actually, you know, encounter them, which means you'll be able to get them from there as well. So don't worry too much if it's going a little bit fast. I just heard that there are a lot of people from the Void Lounge in here, and I do not want to keep them waiting too long, since they are actually, like, you know, very, very experienced. So it seems nice to just let them do their thing. Okay. Oop. When did this happen? And let me just put out the demon slaying station as well. There we go. Where's my thing? Meat flatbread. There we go.
Agony, torment.
Alright. sub 9 healer should... Oh. Sub 9 healer should be the one to do it. If they know how. And Liz says it's the sniff ability on your Warclaw. It becomes dick when close to the location. Make sure to only sniff once and dick once. Ayumi Flares is the group 9 one.
Lives.
That's the group 910 one. When we bring supplies first. Sorry, I've been ignoring you, chat, because I've been busy doing this. Thank you for following Fajli. Nice to see you here. And we've had some communication with Cursed saying, yes, Void Lounge, slowly but surely getting the Ura Legendary Challenge mode. Ooh, exciting for that. So yeah, Ura Legendary Challenge mode is basically the... hold on. Wana and Le. You ready? If you didn't get the check, press P to ready. 3-4's in the cave. 3-4 is here. That's 3-4. That's 7-8. Both are kinda caves. Oh, you missed it, Perlica. Ah, that sucks.
Strong.
Well, I'm going to start. Lei can do their thing. You know, likely someone will leave after this first boss, and we will be able to do it for the next one. So, don't worry too much about it. Here we go, cave again. Yeah. I find that the group that is usually has the hardest time about actually getting to their point is the group that has to go to the cavern one, because it does require that you know it a little bit better, and that means that sometimes you just see only 4 people get there out of the 10 that we want to be there, and that makes it more difficult. Oop, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. The one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey. I'll reserve you a spot. Like, if someone leaves, of course. It feels so rude to just kick people for community members. Even though I'm sometimes tempted to do it, because, you know, you guys that I can talk to is just sometimes more fun to play with. But I'll make sure that before I actually put it up again, the group, I will, I'll throw you an invite. Hey, Porm, thank you for listening in. So right now we are on the first of 4. The pre-event is one of the most important things to get the gold rating. We basically have 4 waves here. We've just killed the second wave. There's a Titan spawn wave, and then there's a bomber wave. Please make sure to... We do have some additional time once we get to the wall run thing, because the role-playing takes a while. So make sure that once we kill the bombers here, don't get too far ahead of the rest of the group. Wait for the tag, wait for the rest of the group. Because if someone goes and does the wall and a couple of other peoples are slower at it, that means that we can lose out on a huge amount of the group members actually getting the essence that we want. So here, those of us who are first, we should wait a little bit. Just let the tail catch up here. So I'm not gonna do this until I see the tail, and now we do it. Just to make sure that as many as possible get through these walls and get the essence. Because we want the essence on as many people as possible, of course. 35-ish essence times 50 is significantly better than times 25 who were the fastest to get there. Also, be careful of the trap that's here. Once we break this wall, we are turning around and moving north. So just pick up the essence and then immediately turn around. My essence. And then immediately turn around here. I don't know why my mouse is doing this when I'm holding down Alt. It didn't used to do that. And I don't like it. And I realized that you would hate it, Perlica. You are too nice of a person sometimes. Not too nice in a bad way. Too nice in the... I get the idea that you sometimes put your own needs aside to help other people. Which is, you know, we want people to generally do that-ish. But, of course, you know, doing it too much can become destructive. No you, sir. Well, I do make sure to do a balance. Make sure to not stand on the thumper spawn. It's 7, I think. This is a little bit careful so that we don't reach that white circle. And the reason for this, in case some of you are wondering, is that this active thumper essence multiplier, this means a lot about how much synchronization we get for turning in. So we want this to get to all 6, which is which it will do once we get all of the thumpers up. Usually this means that since we only got about 35 essence here at the beginning, we will be able to just about get to 50 essence while waiting for this to get done, so to speak. And then we'll be able to turn in. So basically just wait on turning in until you get to 50 essence. And since the most important thing we can do here is turning in essence, it means that we should of course be fighting the Titan spawn, but we should be fighting them with whatever we have while walking around and picking up all the essence that we can. Because again, the most important thing we can do here is get essence and get it turned in. That also means that when you get to 50 essence, you should... Nah, it's fine. When you get to 50 essence, you should leave your location as fast as possible and get your stuff turned in. Of course, right now you shouldn't turn it in because we're only at 3 out of 6 thumpers, which is a little slow. Would have been very nice to have those all done by now.
You dare attack my thumper!
I'm just gonna fight some Titan spawn here in the middle while waiting for that. Okay, that's 5 of 6. That's good enough. I can't just wait around. So I suggest when we're at 5 of 6, just turning in is okay. We don't get the maximum amount at 5 of 6, but like we can also not wait around for one of them to take that much longer to actually get up. Because that is essence we're not picking up. Usually we want the 6 out of 6 to actually already be happening by the time people get to 50 essence first time. So we were very slow in this group to get all of the thumpers up. That doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to get gold, but it does mean that it's going to rely a little bit more on how much DPS we have, basically. Because the less well we do here, of course, the better we have to do at the boss itself. And there's only so much better we can do at the boss, basically. So. But remember, the second you get to 50 essence stacks here, you should be turning in. And honestly, 20 seconds before the boss spawns where I am, I'm going to just be turning in my 38 stacks because I want to get back and I want to be able to pick up stacks while fighting the boss. And since I am so close to 50, it means that I might overcap while fighting my boss. So it is of course better to, you know, not do that. Ow. Okay. Yeah, the sixth one now is probably base camp, right? Base camp has been taken over, so we won't be able to actually... It's a cave? Really? Wait, there are nobody at the cave construction site? Okay. People who were with me on the western one, we are all going to more now. We are going to more. Unless cave means cavern, but there are more people at cavern, so I'm assuming that it's the one. So yeah. People from Western, we're going more to help make up for whoever isn't actually doing this. I recognize that some of you are doing it, so you know, it's not a blanket statement of nobody is actually doing it, but clearly not all of the people who should be up here at the mall is actually up here at the mall. Okay. 6 of 6 again. We are gonna stay and defend the more one. I think we're good with the people who are here now. We also, you know, have a lot of people since once we are actually done with the defending our own thumper, moving to another one isn't all that bad. There we go. Drop a lot of essence. Okay. Well, we're down to 22, which yeah, it means it's going to be difficult to actually get it to gold here. Yeah, I agree. All deposit. If everyone who is above, let's say if you're above 25 or so, you should deposit. We will likely be able to get it. Not necessarily get the gold. Again, if people are doing very, very well at the boss itself. Oh, right, there's a deposit thing up at the boss spawn location. So that's probably a good place to deposit, yeah. Since you'll be right at the boss, ready to fight it. Ha! Maybe bronze? No, Wanan. This is definitely still gonna be silver. We're far away from this turning into bronze. Silver is easily possible. Usually when we are at about 21 minutes, this means that we're going to spend 23 or so minutes on the complete thing, which means we are, you know, we are still on track for silver, but it definitely means that gold is unlikely. But we're going to give people a talking to after the next one. So yeah, this mechanic with the orange arrow at the boss, dodge roll this. Right, so the boss has this big AoE underneath her sometimes. That big AoE, you have to make sure, that's the red arrow. That one has to hide behind a pillar, and anyone else caught in it is going to get instantly downed. I see a lot, I'm moving out because people are dropping a lot of essence. And of course I want that essence because we want to get as much loot as possible. So red arrow needs to go behind a pillar. Orange arrow needs to not have a pillar be hit by it. Dodge roll. So red arrow, the most important thing is that you find the nearest pillar and get behind it as soon as possible, so that people don't get confused and have an easy time moving away from it. But the most important thing when you're hit by an orange is that you don't overlap with other oranges, and that you are able to not have a pillar behind you. So you can see right now you have a pillar behind you. That's bad. That buffs the pillars and the boss. You want to make sure that you have no pillars behind you when you get an orange, or you know, the normal red circle color, which confuses people a lot, I think. Not just out, but behind pillar. So the thing is, you could see you got downed here, but if you'd stood behind a pillar like this, you wouldn't have got downed. Alright, probably you can just mount. I mean, I assume that the mount is going to die and you are not. Oh, orange, don't have a pillar, don't, nope. That was orange. Orange equals don't have a pillar behind you. Red equals get behind pillar. It's okay. If you have a red arrow and you can't get behind the pillar, mount up. It should kill the mount instead of you. And if you can't do that, where are we going? Over here. And if you can't do that, because let's say your mount is on cooldown as well, then just make sure to stand still, because you'll be downed, but it's going to be okay, because that means that the rest of us can get out of the way and we can get you up again fast. So the priority for red arrow should honestly be to not be too confusing in where you stand, to make sure that that people don't accidentally stand on top of the red arrow. Also here, be careful. The boss is going to stomp the ground in a minute here. Be ready to dodge roll that. I say and don't dodge roll it myself, but at least I didn't die. So every time we fight and get to the boss anew, the boss is going to do a stomp very early on. So be aware if you go in close that you're going to have to make a dodge roll within too long. That's the orange one. That's the one that it doesn't really matter where you are as long as there's no pillar behind you. There was a pillar behind you there, which means bad. That's the red. That means go behind a pillar.
Sharper still. The compound bigger. Recovery. I can move mountains.
Armored up.
Honestly, I'm putting it on the group. When red is standing still, it's on the group to move out of it. If red is not moving in any direction, it is really easy to just move a little bit to one side. Whereas if red is moving a lot, it's much harder. So I would much rather that the group just moves slightly to the side when they see a stationary red arrow. It's not very hard to dodge either. That's the perfect orange there. Somebody just stood between pillars. which means that that orange did not hit. Ow! I did a boo boo. I'm bad at the game. I'm sorry. Oh. So what happened there, in case those of you who just got downed are confused, is that the red person went behind the nearest pillar and you guys were standing in front of the nearest pillar. So, you know, be careful about that. That hit a thing though. Please spend some time looking at the difference between red and orange arrow. Blood red is the get behind pillar one. The orange is don't have a pillar gets hit by it. So they want the opposite things. One of those things that is nice to just get reinforced sometimes. And I know that this is we are in the middle of a fight, which means people who are seeing this for the first time, it's okay that it takes a couple of times that you're getting told this, because of course, from watching a video or from someone telling you stuff and to actually understanding it deep in your bones, it requires practice. It requires you to do it a couple of times. And that's what's going on here, right? Just gonna... And I do think people are getting better, especially about the red arrow. I think the orange one, people are still often getting it hit by a pillar. And in second here, we're going to begin seeing multiple orange arrows. Yeah, there we go. Don't stack with those. Spread out. Make sure you're not on top of each other. That's the most important part. You can easily get hit by an orange arrow if you are a DPS as well. But you want to make sure to never get hit by more than one. And you want to make sure that you are split from the rest of them. And no pillars if you can. Don't stand near a pillar with the orange. Alright, I removed my DPS meter. I run them every Monday, usually. My usual time is Monday at 3 PM my local time, which is from which is GMT +2. So 1500 hours, so to speak. I run these and the Soto ones. So yeah, 43 minutes ago, basically, is the starting time usually. 33 minutes ago is the starting time usually. And Mondays is I do all 8 of them. So the 5 Soto ones and the 3 Janthir Wild ones. This one was requested by a member of the community yesterday, that they would like to do the Janthir ones again. So we didn't get to it yesterday, but I wanted to get to it today before we go over and begin doing raids. Hey Eliandria, nice to see you. Usually I start with Soto, but I'm flexible. It's one of those things. If somebody has a big preference for something and they need to get it done that day, I don't mind switching around a little bit for them. But my default is just I start with Soto, I do them in alphabetical order, then I go to Janthir and do them in alphabetical order. It's going super well, Landria. Well, it's going super well with me. This convergence, we had a bit of trouble with some of the groups not quite understanding where to go at the Thumper stage, which means we're a little bit behind on that. So we're probably only going to get silver here. Like, we have 1.5 minutes, I want to say, left to actually kill the boss to get gold. But usually it takes 2 to 3-ish per 25 here. So, yeah. You recognize that cave, Gormistar? You've been doing these as well? See you then more often Mondays. Sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to doing them with you, Paul. Nuke it for gold. Smack that keyboard like a drum. Yeah, but it also requires that we have a lot of DPS. And we do. Like, if you look at some of our top DPSs right now, 55k DPS, 56k DPS. That's amazing DPS. Part of it is because they are right now sitting on 50 stacks of calibrated essence. And that means they are actually increasing their normal DPS with 50%. That's how important essence is, in case you didn't. Think that every stack of essence you have on you is plus 1% DPS. Oh, that's the one you joined without knowing what a convergence was. Ha! Good times. Good times. So if you die, you lose DPS. Yeah, if you get downed. And that also means that we really want as many people as possible. If somebody else dies, just, you know, pick up their essence before dealing with them. Oh, right, and the green small balls there, they don't matter. Their mechanic is bugged. We can ignore them for this boss. So we don't have to actually walk around and stand in all of those green circles. It's very silly that that's the case, because it is a kind of a nice mechanic. I like, you know, mechanics that force you to you know, positioning mechanics, I think, are some of the most engaging mechanics in MMOs. So I do like when mechanics require that. Without the start miss, it would have been a gold. Yeah, I think so too. We have some huge pumpers in the DPS department here. So yeah, definitely. I'm going to predict 1 minute. Oh, yes, 1 minute overboard. So yeah, we would definitely, if we hadn't had trouble at the beginning, we would have gotten it gold this time. Whew. Yeah, we'll get gold for Greer if people do first phase better. In fact, I'm going to split up group 3-4 into other groups. Or maybe I shouldn't. No, I should. 3-4 into other groups to make sure we have as much as possible. Have people that might be confused being spread out. Actually, no, I think the opposite is what I should do. I should move myself into one of those groups. If I move myself into group... Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna take the healer and the A from group 4, and I'm going to place myself and Porm Tiger into group 4. And the reason we're doing this is because we're expecting that if people don't know where they're going to go, they will probably follow the commander tag. So that means that if people are confused, maybe they will go here to the place where I need them to be, right? So we are going to be doing more. I've moved you as well, Porm, into the group with me. Apparently, Antiquary using Thieves Guild skill gets one of their thieves replaced with a Scrit Thief. Yes! Yes, that's what we want. I want more Scrit. I want so much more Scrit. And I get that lost sanity. I'm also a little sad, but I'm also kind of, you know, it's, it happens. I'm inviting you, Perlica. We just need a DPS, I think. Yep, we just need a DPS. So if you can do DPS, that would be perfect. And that's another, we just need DPS. Decima down. And we're just going to move into the convergence immediately to make it easy for people to join. Cool. Scrit happens. Love that. Yeah, you're not European. It's annoying that we can't do some server stuff. I think there is a way to do some server transfer stuff if people really want to do it. But like, there's a lot of nice people on the other servers as well, so you know, shouldn't worry too much about it. Oh my god, I put it up for new members and people joined and then one person left immediately. Yaka, I'm moving you down into group 9. Okay. Okay. I've moved myself to the more group to make it so that confused people thinking herp, derp, I just follow commander will go there. But you guys should check out the checkpoints for your... You should check out the checkpoints for your groups. Let's do the squad message. Click one time here. And then we're just going to make a little bit of a 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, that was supposed to go to the squad. There we go. 5. So check your group and make sure to go to the point of interest that matches after the wall run phase at beginning. Isn't it better to mark for players, like circle, heart, square, because sometimes players are lost when you tell them. I just don't think I can mark like out here. I don't know how to do it out there. So yeah. That's just how it is sometimes. Okay. Let's go Greer. Just get the Greer mechanics down. And Greer. And Greer. And Greer. And Greer. And Greer. Oh, well, this is my plug for myself, so I guess that's not quite Greer. Alright. Locus, you coming in. So we can get started, and somebody just followed. Thank you, Pico Piccolo Low. Pico Piccolo Low. Mark's marking range is like 10 per units or something. Ah, that makes sense. You could mark people in every group that know where to go. That's true. Oh. I'm confused. I'm just going to ready check us, and we are going to be good. Boku no Pico lo Pico. I don't know how to say any of that. But the mark persists if you go out of that range. Yeah. The marks are persistent, definitely. Until I write 9. Do anybody know why my mouse has begun doing this when I hold down Alt? I don't want it to. Ashlyn, you ready? It's an option, so I've actually accidentally clicked it on somewhere here. Auto loot. Double tap to evade. cursor contrast. I'm going to interact with this guy. Let people begin doing stuff. And cursor contrast. Cursor contrast. Oh, there it is. It says off. Hold on, I'm getting a call. I have to just take this real quick. I'll just mute myself, but we'll be going. Yes, that's the AFK Mander. Just wait until I get the emote that shows the AFK Mander. But yeah, that was my dad calling, and I think it was a pocket call, but he doesn't call often, so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't an emergency or something like that. But I think the emergency was that he sat on his phone or something. I don't know.
When do we get to the exciting part?
The tick box underneath cursor contrast is what I want to disable. Oh, thank you so much. But dials are evil and such a bad thing to do. Yeah, both of those statements are absolutely true. Verified 100%. The truest stuff that anyone has ever said. Oh no, God. Okay, we have 6 seconds until pre-rolls. Come on. So there's going to be a 3-minute ad break. You won't miss anything super important. Split up when it becomes time for it. And I hope that not too many of you get hit by too many ads. But I have to do ad breaks every hour. Otherwise, Twitch will begin showing people ads once they, like, plop into the stream. And I can think of nothing worse on Twitch than when I open a stream and the first thing that happens is that I see an ad. So that's just, ugh. Sniper Roggle Boy. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for following. Yeah, so that's one of the things. We're just waiting a little bit here, and we're going. Your father used to have his fingerprint on the side of his phone, and the amount of bot dials was insane. I believe it. I really do. Oh. You know. My dad has also reached, like, 70-something years old. He's in the early 70s, but, like, still in the 70s. And at that point, you just didn't grow up with technology the same way that us young people have. I'm still young. I'm still young. I'm still young. 31 is still young. Oh. Yeah. It's difficult to convince people that you're still young when you've lost all your hair already. But I lost my hair when I was 26 years old. And honestly, I probably lost it earlier than that because I had long hair before that. But I just had, it's called a sideskilling, which just means side, whatever, side move over from the side, which means for a lot of that time, I just kind of had, a comb over that I just didn't know was a comb over because I had it before my hair got removed. Yeah, the hair said bye-bye. That's what happens. Oh. We're the same age? Nice. That's something else I like about you. Anything you like about me. Hair loss sucks? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind how I look. I think it's okay. Because it still has these little in things. It doesn't look too much like a monk cut or anything. But I do sometimes look at people who are able to, do something with their hair. And I can get a little jealous of them being able to, have cool hairstyles and change out their hairstyle and, do stuff like that. I just can't do that. The only hairstyle I can change into is bald. Oh, my rope snapped. I was too busy talking about how bald I am. From commanding 50 people, I would lose my hair also, not gonna lie. Yeah, for real, for real. For real, for real.
This spot should do nicely the way.
Hair was weak and did not deserve you. Ah, that's a nice way of putting it. Though, I'm willing to be in a toxic relationship with my hair if it means it comes back to me. I'll take any and all abuse. Dandruff, it's okay. It's okay, just come back hair. What else is bad hair about? Oily, slimy hair that, you know, I have to wash 2 times a day. It's okay, just come back hair. It's fine. I love you so much. Nice. We're doing much better on the thumpers this time. We already have 6 out of 6 when I reached 50 stacks, which is like, mwah, perfect. That's what we want to see. Now, people, you just have to remember that you want to turn in your calibrated essence whenever you reach these 50 stacks, as soon as possible. That also means you do it if your group is doing the fight with the boss. You still want to make sure... You still just want to make sure to turn in the second you get to 50 stacks, because the most important thing we can do here is turn in essence. Essence is everything. You know, think of essence as Shrek, right? Shrek, or essence in this case, is love. Essence is life. It's just, you know, another meme that dates how old I am. I don't know if young people even know what Shrek is anymore. Mook Chivalry, when will you guys do the raid? Do you still need people? Just fed the baby. She's sleeping on my chest now. Oh, that's so cute. She's good for another 2 to 3 hours. Nice. I mean, I think we're going to be... we're going to do the raid once we're done with these. And we don't really have like a pre-made squad or anything. I'm assuming Andor wants to join, but other than that, we don't really have a pre-made squad. So I'm just gonna do an LFG for it, just pug it. And I have watched... I've been a little busy today, so I've watched each of Muglocks Get to the Point videos once. So I basically don't know what I'm doing. So if you're interested in seeing a commander embarrass themselves in a raid because it's their first time, feel free to stick around once we're done with both Grier and Ura, because that's what I'm going to be doing next. Going to be doing wing one of the raids, so Spirit Vale, here in a second. Well, in a second, here in, you know, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, something like that. Whenever we're done with both of these. Maybe an entire hour if, you know, half the people leave after Grier and we need to, you know, pick up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super worried about raids. I've done some difficult stuff before. I've completed Kaining Overlook Challenge Mode. That only took 10 hours, so, you know, I'm basically a professional at this game. To be fair, 8.5 of those 10 hours were looking for new groups as people left after the very first wipe multiple times. Like, so instead of a group getting together, and the way we actually got it was by stopping, by no longer requiring any kill proof and just saying, hey, this is progression. People just join, but be ready for it to take a while. And then, you know, people was ready for it to take a while. And then it took like 4 tries after that, 5 tries after that, or something like that. And then we won it. So, you know. Oh, what thumper just died? Because I can see that we're only 4 out of 6. So which thumper just actually died? Oh, our thumper died. No! We were here! It shouldn't die! It shouldn't be possible! So embarrassing. So embarrassing. And that is why they call me the Scam Manda. I tell people what to do, and then I can't even keep my own thumper alive. Yeah, commie thumper. Whoopsie. Okay. Honestly though, power through. Let's just get stuff turned in. The second that Thumper comes up, let's just get stuff turned in. Because, like, we're so close to it being go bust time. Just waiting. And... okay. Nice. I didn't actually turn anything in. Somebody else did. Tis Friday. Friday. Are we gonna get down on Friday? Okay, so this big pool that you see right here next to me, those are the only mechanic we are really moving away from. We are going to be stacking so tight that it's like, you know, we're a sausage or something. So we're stacking super tight and we're trusting that our healer's cleanses will keep us up here. There are two mechanics that we move for. We move for that mechanic with the big pool, and we move for a little bit to one side whenever you see an arrow. Those mechanics will, the arrows will only come up later, but you move a little bit to one side when you see the arrow, and you move out of the pools when the pools spawn. The rest of it, we trust our healers. You can dodge roll. If you see a big red circle underneath you, dodge rolling it and coming back in, fine, that helps, that's nice, do that. But stacking is what we are naming here. So these, dodge rolling them, very good, helps out the healers, makes it less likely that you get downed. But yes, I'm sure I trust you, Paul. Stacking so tight you could be mistaken for a virgin. That's a way to put it, for sure. But yeah, we are definitely. And now that it is crowd control, so every crowd control you have, when you don't have any more crowd control, jump on your Warclaw. Your Warclaw's 4 ability has decent crowd control. So when you are done crowd controlling for yourself, you jump on your Warclaw and you help us crowd control even more from that. I should make that a part of my copy-paste, I think. But yeah, a big thing about the Warclaw is that it can be mounted in combat and you can use your 4 ability, and I think technically also your 3 ability, but you know, the most important one is your 4 ability to do more crowd control damage. Also, be aware that we should no longer need to turn in any essence to the Thumper synchronization. We want to keep all our essence because that essence is our DPS. So you never want to turn in essence at this phase. You want to keep it so that you do more DPS. And if you see someone get downed and get all of their essence stolen, you thank your lucky stars because now you're going to be outperforming them on their on the DPS meter. Unless they're Andor, who knows the reflection trick to get in. We get out of this, That circle is the one thing that we actually move for, and we move to the other side of the boss. And the reason we're moving to the other side of the boss is that we want to... You saw the area he made around himself. So we want to not have a thing straight behind us. This area. You can see these. There are 2 places at once that they don't, that they are not behind us. So in case we are, so in case we're hit by anything, it won't be too bad because, you know, there's nothing to knock us into. It's basically the thought process. Could someone help Yaka up? Thank you. I was considering doing it, but I also know it causes confusion if a command attack just begins to move around too much. That's also the reason that I'm picking up less essence than I should be. It's because when a command attack suddenly does this, sometimes people can get a little bit confused about what's going on. And whether they should be, like, following along, moving out, doing stuff. Get reflected, bozo! Love it when we have people that know that trick. Makes it much more likely that we are going to be getting the gold. And I would say we are really on track for the gold right now. As long as people keep pumping DPS, as long as people do the mechanics, get out of that large circle once it begins spawning again. Stuff like that. Then we should be good. I'm just gonna grab this essence. Again, there's like 10% extra damage here, so picking that up seems like a good idea. The essence of being a commander is to keep your ass still. Yep. If you want to be someone people can stack on top of, you need to like grow roots sometimes. Bloop.
Hurts, doesn't it?
That feels good.
Also, I really like the little meme of, you know, we're fighting Greer, the Blightbringer, and we're fighting his smaller dudes, Gree, the Bringer, and Reek, the Blight. Such a fun little thing. I see that many people are stacking over here. Oh, I'm not going to go on top of them. I was about to go on top of them, but then there was a pool of bad. And this is the arrow that, like, if you move a little bit to the side, you don't get downed like I did. That's the one other mechanic than the pools that is nice to just move a little bit for. It's the big arrows. So big arrows and pools, those. But these we don't. We trust our healers here. Stay together, stay together, stay together. Those clouds that he's spewing out, tons of conditions. But we trust that our healers can keep us up, and they did. So that's what we love to see.
Time and space are my
I say as a lot of people go down, but that was to another mechanic.
My strength. I have ate my dust.
That, however, was to an arrow.
now.
Ugh.
Extreme temperature time.
Going to be spawning pools.
Another.
We have people that can gather people out of the pools.
Come in.
It's so difficult to get people up here. Right, trust the healers, trust the healers.
Strong.
Hand over here.
Whew.
Unbroken. I am unbroken.
Moving over here. There's going to be arrows here in a second. Let's step a little bit to the side so that we don't get hit by an arrow.
Maybe I
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Ate my dust.
The greased lightning!
I wield great wisdom. That feels good.
Me, Galileo, Galileo. So we're crowd controlling here. Crowd control, crowd control, crowd control. All that you can. And when you have no more crowd control, luckily you have a cat, dog, mount thing that has more for you. And then we burst. We're going to come in like a wrecking ball. And dodge roll out of this as fast as possible. I realize that, of course, once you hear me say that, it's too late for you. But, you know, that helps recognize the mechanic, right?
anyone? Help!
It is a little bit. We have been going a little bit down in damage. We had a lot of people get downed, including myself, on this last phase, which means we are suddenly a little bit more strapped for time if we want to get the gold in time. So, bursty, bursty, trusty, trusty, healy, healy, and, you know, be very, very careful about the big pools in the ground. Which one is the nearest? I guess it's this one. Let's just make sure that we're not standing on top of any of those arrows. Very good. Okay. I'm getting a little bit more not speaky here as I get a little bit locked in. We want that gold after all, right? Ow. Yeah, but if people give essence, then they lose DPS. And they have to give up quite a bit of essence. I mean, 6 might be about the sweet spot, where it might make sense to do it anyways. But like... yeah, sure, if we're assuming that only one person has to give some essence, and but that's the calculation, right? It depends on how many people are dead and how much essence do we need to turn in to actually get them up again. Of course, we can say all healers should definitely turn in their essence to get them up, because the healers will not lose as much DPS, right? But of course, we should also not have all of our healers go too far away from the boss, because, you know... yeah, Ura as close to gold as we can next. Nice. 45 seconds. You know, that's 45 seconds as we got the gold. We got the gold with 45 seconds to spare. Very, very nice.
That I'm honored to have fought alongside. But it was not their strength
Easy. Yeah, and that was even with, you know, mistakes happening during our first part, so... Ura Gold should be easy as we're getting better and better as a group, getting more coordination, getting it into, you know, muscle memory, all that stuff. Andor saying, last phase was so bad on my part. After, I mean, right here at the end, you didn't do top DPS, but you had a part of the... oh, you just mean the last phase, not the boss in itself. Because at the beginning of the boss, you had like 80k DPS because you were doing the reflection trick properly. I'm assuming that's what made you get that high of a DPS. So, is it you that set that record right now, or are you still fighting the Fandral group record? Or I guess Cloud group record that Fandral was a part of. I get that, Fashli. Just do it kind of quickly, because it looks like we're not too many people leaving, which means we're getting in again rather quickly here. Which is nice. Yeah, you have the record right now. Nice. 13 minutes and 42 seconds. Whew. So crazy. $14.27 for Fandral. And Cloud, I assume. Again, if you are a new viewer, remember that we are doing this every Monday usually from 3 p.m. and onwards. We are also doing other stuff on the channel. But once we've done Ura here, for example, we are going to be moving on to doing some... Sure. We're going to be moving on to doing some raids. My first time in some raids. But it means that if you want to make sure to join for stuff like this, you could throw a follow to the Twitch channel. Then you're going to be alerted whenever we get online. You can also write !Discord in the chat. And that would make us... hold on. Make sure that I get everything one... It's a QDPS read lag, I think. Hold on. There we go. Yes, it is. Oh, Catamarana says they can QDPS. That's excellent. We'll just make them our QDPS. Excellent. Then we just need DPS fill. I want to make sure that just because I'm trying to plug myself, that I'm not actually interrupting the flow of getting stuff done. But yeah. Are you in the top 15? Anything you like in me? Yes, you are actually top 11. You are very close to breaking the top 10. Just didn't quite make it. But yeah, I have a Discord server. You can pop on over there. I write in advance so that people can easily get into the groups and stuff like that. And yeah. Of course, if you want to support that I try to help new people get through all of these kinds of things, then you have a Twitch Prime subscription that you have lying around, and you're thinking, hey, I'm not giving Jeff Bezos free money. Jeff Bezos should pay Twitch and me for his money. Then you can throw that my way. Or you can even forego a coffee with milk or something like that, cafe latte, something, and pay that to me instead. Of course, only if you have the money for it. The important thing is, you should never give a streamer your money unless you feel like you have that money to spare. Very, very, very important. And how much did you do me? Yep. That love chatting that doesn't directly involve me. That makes me really feel like we're becoming a community. That's so nice to see. You'll donate for a wig. Only this one more to go, Perlica. Then you can grab something to eat. It happens. Thanks for being here so far. Secrets of the Obscure, Rift Hunting and Convergences, Aura DPS. Gonna plug another one down here. Doom ba doom ba doom ba doom. Okay. Aura is all about crowd control and not getting hogged. Because every time Aura has a crowd control bar, and she will have crowd control bars all the time, you want to get that crowd control bar down as fast as possible. Also, you never want to stand in front of Aura, because standing in front of Aura is a way to get hogged. I need that to be a separate thing in the future, I can see that. Because when you get hogged by Aura, Aura floats you, and yeah. That is kind of bad.
Agony, torment, pain.
Yeah, you only ended at 29k and you were over 55 at the other phases. Indeed you were. There were a couple of you really fighting for that top spot. Let me just put out the demon slaying station here. Boop, 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 boop. Make sure to grab food and demon slaying. I forgot about it at part 1, Gria, and was wondering where your relic procs were. Hey Nanas, welcome in. Nice to see you. As always. Thank you for following, Der Tommy Ball. Or Der Tommy Ball. Which it might be, if I'm assuming that you're German. Willkommen, schöner deutscher Person. Ah, Norwegian. It's easier for me to do a Swedish accent than a Norwegian one. Because when speaking bokmål, you speak basically like like we do in Denmark. Like there's not a big of a there's not a big difference. There's not a big difference at all. Of course, it's big enough that I can get confused when a Norwegian is talking to me, and I'm sure that some Norwegians get confused when I'm talking to them as well. But it's perfect. It helps to have a text example to read from. Jeg vet, vi hadde bare dansk språk i 400 år. That's probably terrible, but you know. Yeah. You did. We were not necessarily super nice to our northern neighbors for a couple hundred years there around. And then there were the wars between us and Sweden over who should own Norway, because Sweden was a disloyal subject in opposition to you in Norway, who were pretty loyal for most of it. But yeah. Nowadays, we can all agree that it's better to not try to dominate other countries. Ooh, hero's banner. I want that banner! I want it so bad! I want that banner. I'm from Denmark. I'm Danish. Okay, in case anyone new has joined and you are in here with us, we have basically 4 waves of enemies we're fighting here. We just killed 2 of them. There's this Titan spawn wave as the 3rd, and then there will be a bomber wave as the 4th. It's very important that you don't rush up to the walls and begin knocking them down until we've killed the bombers together. The reason for this is that we want to make sure that everybody gets the essence that is going to drop from those walls, instead of just a few of us. So we're waiting a little bit here as the first people who get up, and just chilling, and then the rest are coming. We have a tail that is kind of long, but they should catch up here. Hopefully. There are a couple staying behind. But honestly, if they're staying behind to do super speed on the Dolyak, that might be worth it. I don't know if they're Mesmers that are doing that, but if they are falling behind to do super speed on the Dolyak, you do, you know, get like 15 or 20 seconds of stuff from that. So we're turning around here. It's a tarp. The cavern there is a tarp. We're a trap. We're only just touching it. And yeah, you got the oil. Which, I mean, in the divorce between Denmark and Norway, Norway got the house, the natural resources, that is, the oil in Østersøen, the Eastern Sea. But I don't know if that's actually worked out to your advantage. It means that, I mean, you're very rich, but it also made your country more dependent on like a natural resource production system, where Norway has tons of oil. Norway has so much oil. But we in Denmark, because we didn't get the oil, that meant that to actually have a thriving and surviving economy, we needed to do a lot of educational upgrades. And that means that some of the problems that we see in Norway nowadays, we don't see as much in Denmark. Black oil, USA sounds, yeah. Norway. If USA just purely wanted, which group am I in? I'm still in, group 4. Good. If USA just purely wanted natural resources and had no like race-related political goals, then Norway would be a good invasion point. So much oil. They're rich up there.
This spot should do nicely. The Wayfinder thought for themselves in satisfaction.
I mean, you know, Denmark has been doing okay as well. We're not. I'm not about to complain about the wealth level of Denmark. It has been, as in many countries, it has been more of a downward turn over the last couple of years, where we are getting less wealthy. And honestly, we had made a really, really great socialist community in Denmark, where we had the best parts of socialism/communism, and we had the best parts of capitalism, where our taxes... base camp control. Where our taxes were set up in a way where to actually make... there are very low taxes on small companies, and there's a lot of help to get when you have employees that you need to pay benefits to or stuff like that, which means it's kind of safe for a company to hire and fire people, and it's really safe for people to get hired and fired, which means it's a very competitive and easy to get around in job market in Denmark comparatively to other places. And then we are taxing income more, and we're taxing other things more, so that we can still do stuff like, welfare and stuff like that. And we were also taxing the rich pretty okayly for many years. But as time has crawled along, what we're doing right now for a while has been, what every other Western country has been doing. Which is buckling under from pressure for the rich that want to reduce their taxes. So they're... And with the argument that, people who are making average wages would also get like a little bit of an advantage from this. And the ultra wealthy... And then they're just not speaking about how it's made so that the ultra wealthy get extreme advantages from it. And we've been paying for that by making our universal basic healthcare and stuff like that worse and harder to get on. And we have made the people who have a hard time getting a job, we've been making the system for that more strict, and at the same time also worse. So it's really like, we're still a great country when it comes to stuff. We are still far ahead of many other countries, and still but instead of understanding what parts of capitalism made us really good and competitive, we are, how do you say that? We're branching out in negative directions. Yeah. I have a lot of opinions, by the way. I won't, it's not a problem for me if you guys have different opinions from me in this. Politics is a thing about, like most of us will be good people that want the society to work as best as possible, and we might have different ideas of what that means, but it doesn't matter too much to me. Oh no, is more going down again? No, I didn't bring something for it. Oh, no, more is fine. The Titanspawn Disruptor is taking so much more damage than the Thumper is. No, more is fine. More is fine. It's gonna be so fine, in fact. I got worried there for a second. Whew. Excellent. Remember, your priorities here are to pick up as much essence as you can and get that essence turned in to the Thumper. Whenever you get to 50 stacks of essence, or just close to 50 stacks of essence, you should be turning in, because every second we save on spawning the boss is a second we're gonna gain for actually having to fight the boss. So whenever you're near 50 stacks, make sure to turn in immediately. And honestly, right now we're very close. So especially if you're a healer or a boon DPS, and you have like 25 or more stacks, you might want to turn in right now anyways. Because, again, the DPS loss from you versus the DPS loss from our pure DPSs is not going to be as significant on the boss. And if we can get on the boss earlier, that's nice. Excellent. Just gonna grab these 6 or 7% extra DPS here before moving up to the boss. So it's not a bad idea to just like turn your nose into the maw when you're moving up towards the boss. Right, so Aura, right? Aura has a mechanic where it has lots of mechanics that are don't stand in front of Aura. This, what you see here, is the Hug. That's what happens when you get hit by the Hug. You get floated for like 5 or 6 seconds, which reduces your damage done by a lot. And then Aura jumps far ahead and smashes down. And if you get too close to Aura when she jumps ahead before the smash down, again, here's the Hug. There's a lot of people getting hit by the Hug. The ideal number getting hit by the Hug, of course, is 0. Now we are crowd controlling all of the crowd control that you have. And when you don't have any more crowd control, your Warclaw has crowd control. Ooh, Warclaw crowd control. That's the Hug. Don't stand in front of Aura there. You can see we're losing a lot of DPS because a lot of people keep getting hit by that Hug, and that's really bad. For a gold rating, we want to make sure that we are crowd controlling her, because it's time for crowd control again. Whee! I'm grabbing some essence here. I'm tired of having no essence just because I'm the commander. I'm not a Sylvari, I'm not good at hitting my roots and stuff. But like, I think the important thing to realize is that the Hug does not have a ground-based thing. You can't see it on the ground. You have to look at the model to see when she's hugging people. And if you have a hard time doing that, you should just always be standing on the command attack instead. Just always move with the command attack, because your commander should know how to stand out of the way of Aura's front side. Like I'm doing here. We're moving to the side. Lots of people there were very... Nope, they did get hugged. I saw you there getting hugged while riding not don't get hugged. But yeah, it's true. Hug Kami, not Aura is a good way to say it. Squad. You can't see the float coming on the ground. You have to watch the model when she stretches her arms out as if to hug you. That's when you need to move to the side. Less hogs, more war. That's exactly what we're looking for here. Okay, again, crowd control is king. Also, since Aura basically only has attacks that you should be able to avoid, Essence is not as dangerous to have on you as on the other bosses. Because you do a lot of stuff here. Hey, I'm noticing that someone is doing us a little bit of a favor here. Is it you, Andor, who are going around and crowd controlling all of the geysers so that Ura will spend more time making new geysers instead of actually fighting and hugging us? It sounds like something you would be doing. Someone surely is. We're moving to the side. It's another hugging coming. And I am going to grab some more essence because I'm not full. Nom 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 nom. Again, crowd controls, crowd controls, crowd controls, while not standing in front. Our time is... it's close. It's going to be close. And it's going to be closer if people keep getting grabbed by the balls. We are not... by the balls, like by her balls like that. We can definitely do this. It's not Jova yet. But it is one of those things where it would be much more likely if people didn't get hit as much by that float mechanic. And I have been trying to explain it, and I don't know if there's anything more I can do about it, except just let people experience it over and over a couple of times and learn to realize what comes just before they get floated multiple times in a row. Yeah, I definitely can. Let's be a pink Catmander. Is that better? No, that's not better. That also disappears in this. What about light blue? No. Red? No. There's so many mechanics. I think maybe pink is the best one that is there. But red good? Okay. Oh, we have to move to the side here. Sorry, that's my bad. Sorry to everyone who just got floated while I was being confused about my thing. But yeah, just stack on top of me now. If you can see the pink. If you can't see the pink, do tell me, and I'll make sure to switch over here. And we are crowd controlling. Remember, focus on crowd control. You can see the hawk coming there. Excellent. No one got hit there. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, she got knocked down. Oh, yeah, excellent. I was like, we have to also make sure not to get on top of her. But yeah. Crowd controlling. Whenever you have any crowd control up, we want you to crowd control. And we're moving to the side here. And be careful to... Oh, right. She got crowd control again, which is good. Which is good. We're doing well on the crowd control. Very well on the crowd control. Moving out to the one side here, immediately. Every time you can, basically. You want to be careful to stand anywhere that's not in front of Aura. Oh, right, and every time you pick up a Titan Stench, your vitality for your mount gets refreshed, so you can keep using the, you know, jump ahead skill to move faster. Whee! That was a little bit of a lag spike. Oh, you crashed, Nanas? Oh, that sucks. Wow, be careful about that. Ura just jumped over to our spawning point. Very rude, Ura. Very, very rude. Again, we're crowd controlling, we're crowd controlling, we're crowd controlling all that we can. And we're moving out of the way here. And we're waiting a little bit. And then we're moving over. Be careful not to touch the white circle, because we don't actually want to turn in our essence. Move to the side. And crowd control all that you can. Moving to the side, moving to the side, moving to the side. We're actually making good time in this last phase here. So I think there's a chance here that we get the gold. We just have to keep moving to the side. Just never stand in front of Ura, basically. It's not that you can never stand in front of Ura, it's just that it's easier to think of it like you can never stand in front of Ura. Moving to the side. You see the reaching out. See people get bubbled. Basically every time you are getting up in front of Ura, you're moving out to the side here. Yeah, I would blame Blishot too. Any add-on, really. Nice, very good job. And we actually did it with 1.5 minutes to spare. Very good job. Very, very good job. 1.5 minutes to spare. That's really good. And yes, Andor, I know it's not clearing it close to world first good, or world fastest good, but it is really good. Very nice. Ooh, Geysir. Somebody just dropped 3 Supreme Runes of Holding, which is also one of those rare things that can drop. Also, if anyone has a mini drop, make sure to check it, because those can be like 70 to 700 gold worth. Like that mini Fuma roller. Let's check that out, shall we? Somebody dropped a mini Fuma roller. Mini Fuma roller. I'm assuming that I just have to go price down. For some reason... Oh, I guess this was an account-bound version or something like that. Ah, that's one of those that gets account-bound. Ah, that sucks. Oh, it's the achievement one. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. But there are... I got one that was worth like 74 gold the other day. I don't remember which ones are worth what in here. I just remember that it's very important to not just randomly, you know, throw out a mini because you're like, ugh, another... Insert the minis from like, what's that part called? You got a 300 gold one once, Andor? Nice. So yeah, basically check your minis, because they could be worth a lot. Whew. Thanks all. Have a good one. Okay. So, for the next part of this stream, we are going to be doing Wing 1 of the, well, of any raid, because for some reason the Guild Wars 2 community has decided that instead of separating the raids and having new wings each raid, they just add them on as new wings. So we are going to be doing, I think it's called Forsaken Thicket, the first raid, and the first wing of the first raid, Wing 1, is called Spirit Vale, I believe. Collectionism. Nanas. It's because people like to have one of everything, so they collect stuff.
Eat my dust.
We'll get Decima 2 at some point. So, if you were just here for the convergences, thank you for being here for those. I do them every Monday at 3 p.m. GMT plus 2. You can follow the channel to make sure that you are always up to date when I do those. For now, we're going to be moving over to doing that Forsaken Thicket. I'm assuming the entrance to that is this one. Yeah, Forsaken Thicket up there. Well, I guess technically people just meet in Lion's Arch, right? Ooh, excellent. We are getting offers for people to join the Wing 1.
Wow, that's quality armor.
Fine, I'll go to the Arrow Dome.
Take a look.
And good luck with raids. You'll be doing the daily strikes. Sounds great. And thank you for watching while doing it. Yeah, I mean, it is the raid lobby, but I mean, you can also... We're also moving out to random places when we're doing, you know, strikes and stuff. So, yeah. As long as we can move in, right? Should be good. Sure, let's just begin inviting a couple of people. Oh, I should do it as a squad immediately. Let's just make sure to get Andor in as well. And Yaka. And I need to go to the Lion's Arch. Oh, no! Okay, I'll just teleport directly there. Never mind, never mind. Whoopsie. I am just being Mr. Loading Screen here. Excellent. Some of the other people, experienced people who wanted to join for this, also just like said I can do some of this stuff. So that is very nice. I do, however, really have to blow up some pigs. That is a that's an old Danish way of saying, you know, go to the toilet the big way. So I'm gonna make you a lieutenant in case you want to organize anything while I'm gone. But I will have to say be right back. I just need to really quickly go to the toilet. We also have some ads that we should be rolling here. So 3-minute break while we run some ads. Then we'll be back and we'll be doing the raiding stuff. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for it. And I will see you in a second. The squad is public. If you've watched the video and you have a decent build, you are welcome to join us for it. And yeah, if you can find me, you should just be able to right-click me and write join squad and stuff. But yes, it's not yet listed. If anyone wants to find me and join it before it gets listed, you can do so now. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. There we go. I am back. And very confused. The ad thing just said that there was still 2 minutes and something to go. But I guess it was confused. I just updated it. Okay. Yeah, all... Oh my, did we... No, we didn't. We didn't quite fill up. We're just already 8 out of... Well, 50, I guess. 8 out of 10 people. That was quick. Just need 2 DPS. Excellent. Let's get that up and going. Ah, there we go. Rates. Rates experienced. Wing 1. Have Wing 1 DPS. Have build and watched guides. This squad is being chill streamed over on Mook Chivalry. I figure that you guys can easily carry a couple of extra DPS through it in case those DPS aren't, you know, maximally optimal or anything like that. Thank you, anything you like in me. That is, I mean, I found them easy too. It's something I probably wouldn't have done before I began streaming. I would probably have taken a lot longer to actually do CMs. But it helps me when, you know, when there are other people with me here, it helps me to just try new things and find all of this new stuff out. Because, you know, it's just nice. We get done. I got super surprised by this boss being a thing, because that's the guy from, you know, the newest meta event, the Barbanisso's meta event. And I'm like, excuse me? Hey, what's a ley rift? What happens if I click this? Is this a challenge mode? Looks so pretty. Hey, Helios. I am doing good. I'm doing really good. We just did a round of the challenge mode Janthir Convergences. And we got...
Took them deep into the woods. Watch yourself on the battlefield. Sabbatha and her crew fight dirty. The Guardians are lethal.
Wait, aren't these supposed to be between boss 1 or 2? Or is it boss 1 that has the Guardians, right? So, if I understand it right, each of these Guardians are going to basically show us one of the mechanics for the coming boss, so that we basically fight them like that. So each of them has a mechanic that the boss will also have. Nice. But yeah, we just did Janthir Wild's Convergences, and we got gold on 2 out of the 3, which was very nice. Ready, check. Let's do it. Boop. And then now we're doing raid training. I guess we'll call it raid training. A lot of the people who are here with us have done this before. I have not. I am a completely inexperienced new person to these raids. And yeah, I'm just do I know what's going on? We'll see. We'll see. I hear that the red orbs are ow, so we have to kill them / knock them away / do something with them. I wonder if I can see through them with like, yeah, I can float them. I can float the red orbs. Yeah, cool. I didn't know if they were floatable, basically. Raid 1 is way easier than Convergences. You got this? Nice. I've also heard from people in general that raid 1 or raids in general are easier than some of the stuff that I have already been doing from much of the other stuff. So I'm not super worried, but it still means that, you know, it's new mechanics. I have watched Mucklucks get to the point for each of these bosses once. But that's all the experience I have with this raid at all. So this is a good place if you're like, oh, I wonder if I can do raids. I wonder if how are they to do the first time? Let me show you how they are to do the first time. They are like this. I guess we're moving over here. Oh, there's food. Nom 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 nom. Love myself some food. And I guess I should also grab a toxic tuning crystal. Thanks for food. So at boss, I will go red, rest, blue, while and/or tanks green. Cool. I need to go red. I totally know what I'm doing here. I will admit I've forgotten much of the. It's true. I'm Condi quick, so should be good. And what was I saying? Oh, we can ready check and go. Right, of course we're ready checking. Yeah, we're going to... I have forgotten most of the videos that happened, but, like, how hard can it be, right?
Don't get burned.
Refreshing.
I got teleported over here. Cool, cool, cool. Oh no, I have basically no break bar damage. Ah, I accidentally used my break bar stuff. Whoopsie.
Refreshing.
See, I totally know what I'm doing here.
Ancient mountain.
I'm not speaking as much because I can't really tell you guys what the mechanics are, basically. I can't really tell you what the mechanics are because I don't know them. Or rather, I know them a little bit, but like... I don't know what made me... I don't remember what made me get teleported out. And therefore what killed me there. I was probably supposed to go somewhere that I didn't notice. But I don't know where that was. But yeah, we're mixing with the greens. There's only some of the greens that have to be taken, some of them don't. I think they'll spawn 2 greens in a row. Like, not green phantoms, but green circles on the ground. And the first one we have to get, but not the second one. Or maybe I'm thinking of, like, the third boss. So, is there a phase after this, or is this boss that quick and that easy? This boss is that quick and that easy. Okay, okay. That's surprisingly easy.
These towers don't look like anything I've seen before. Who made them? There may be more clues.
Surprisingly easy.
We should search here and by that wall.
Like, I know I died, but like, I had no idea what I was doing, and there was, I saw the tank mechanic with Andor that the greener ignored at this boss as we can just heal them. Ah, makes sense. I saw the tank mechanic with Andor where Andor had to make sure to pull them back basically. And basically take the green and pull it over to the blue so that the blue can handle the green after the blue finish their own one. And we at red... Is this a second boss already? I guess it is. This is the boss that people say are easy, right? There are a bunch of champions and we have to kill those champions somehow. And that's it. I think Mook not Mook, sorry, Mucklock. He glazed over this with anyone who hasn't sniffed glue can do this one. It is a freebie. If you've done the first, you get to do the second, basically. Nope.
Refreshing.
Okay, so we are capping points as they spawn. Oh, that was... I feel like the portal was cheating me.
Strong.
So we're kind of just ignoring the spirits. Like we're attacking them when we see them, but we're not like focusing on them. Or are people focusing on them and I'm just slacking extremely and just getting carried here? That might be the case as well. People might be actively killing the spirits very efficiently and I'm just chilling.
I need healing. Seriously.
Oh. Huh.
I need help. Armored up.
Thanks for the arc DPS, as in thanks for having it on, or thanks for that extra add-on with the squad rolls? Thanks for having it on. Makes sense.
Ocean trench.
I find that people like being able to see their own DPS on stream and be able to brag a little bit. Stuff like that. So, I am going to be very vicious about it if anyone begins flaming anyone else than me. You're free to flame me. Flame me all you want. But if you begin flaming people for low DPS in Twitch chat, you know, that's counterproductive. Please don't. But the first portal I took didn't actually take me to the place that I wanted to go, so I stopped trusting the portals.
These people died horribly.
I took a portal and it led me to another place. Like, a place back to the one that wasn't up. So I didn't trust you guys.
Now that's a cop.
I took it the wrong way. Aww. I mean, honestly, I believe it. I believe that it was probably my fault. So this is another little like gauntlet here.
Did Sabbatha murder these
You just camp where last circle was and get a portal.
I have
Cool.
a bad feeling about this.
Supports cap, DPS goes to walls. Okay. So are we running or are we just going to the walls? Right? So we're just... You'll ping portal when you do it. Good. Hey, Dr. Shoy. Thank you for following. You'll ping it when you do it. We run to walls and DPS it. Good. Then just stand in cap. Cool. Can do, I think. No portal, run. Yes. I gotcha.
Run! Oh, that had to hurt. Low on endurance. I am dead.
I have no more dodges.
Refreshing.
But I do have a little bit of stability. Okay. Okay.
Armored up.
Get portal.
Refreshing. I am dead.
That's so exciting. Ooh, quick march completed.
You can never have too much treasure.
Our families. Trapped us here. And now, this.
We fight as one.
Watch your step through here.
Oop. Eep. Huh. What even is a jumping puzzle, right? I'm assuming that I don't actually need to do this. I should just move down to the rest of the people.
Spirits are old.
Squad
Yeah.
was
These
taken
people
through.
died a long time
Come
ago.
on.
Sub 1 arrow, sub 2
Well
circle.
before the
What
war.
is that?
Ooh. I wonder if this means that this is a Titan too, since the one in Barvanisos is a Titan. Because they have done stuff like this before, right? You have a Deimos, which is the first Cryptus to ever be in the game. Long before we knew Cryptus was a thing. Isn't Barvanisos specifically the only one that's actually a Titan in the in the Janthir storyline? Like, you know, we have the things we thought were Titans for most of it, Ura, Decima, and Greer. But it turns out that they were basically mutating themselves with Barvanisos, who's the actual Titan. Oh, I'm supposed to do a ready check, aren't I? Whoopsie. And I have to be on arrow.
A brilliant ember.
We didn't know Deimos was a Cryptis when we fought him. People were very much like, there are actually a couple of Cryptis in the game already. Ooh, when Secrets of the Obscure came out, and ooh. When Secrets of the Obscure came out, and sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm trying to focus and make sure that I'm also doing the mechanics that I'm supposed to be doing, basically. While I don't actually know the mechanics all that well, is what's going on here. But we didn't know that Deimos was a Cryptis when we fought him. Just like we didn't know that Atrasax was a Cryptis in that one. Yeah, but I don't want to slack. I want to do the mechanics. I want to learn this, and I want to learn it well enough that I am able to actually tell people what to do and where to go when, you know, so I can be a real commander. Because right now, I'm not really a real commander. People that are here with me know exactly what to do. I am basically just chilling along for the ride and learning it. Raids are not profitable at all. Like, maybe they're okay for people who know exactly what they're doing and they're doing the challenge modes and they're doing them, you know, world record fast. But like, raids, that's one of the reasons I learned challenge mode strikes before I've even done normal mode raids. It's like, if you look up on what's that one called? The fast farming community. The gold per hour of raids is just really low compared to many of the other activities in the game. It was the only place to get legendary armor for a long time, but you know, now you can also get legendary armor.
That looks valuable.
Now you can also get legendary armor in your in open world, right? So
Intruders! Tear them apart!
raids are 40 gold per hour if you're fast. Yeah.
You're going down.
And if you're fast in the convergences, you get 126 gold per hour. And that assumes that you're not actually spending any time finding the group, but all of these calculations do. It assumes you're not spending any time finding a group, and it assumes that... wait. Did I just portal two... or not. Yeah, that's what I... See? They keep trying to tell me that it's my problem and not the portal's problem, and then they put down two portals right beside each other. I'm assuming it's one of those mesmer tricks where you could have teleported up to a guy by targeting it through the roof or something like that. But yeah, right now you can get legendary armor from multiple things, so raiding is mostly something it makes sense to do for the challenge of it. And it's... What I'm hearing from people is that the raids are not... Oh. Ooh. I didn't even know there was a raid track. I didn't know there was a raid track. No, you just have run. Ah, makes sense. I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was talking about. Right, raids aren't all that difficult anymore. Like, there are still some of the greatest difficulties are in the raids. Legendary challenge mode, Ura, for example. But like, yeah, a bunch of the strikes are as difficult. But they're also saying that they're going to merge strikes and raids, right? They're going to find some way that they're doing both in the future. Or they're becoming the same thing, or they're however you say it. Oof, do cannons. I would like to pretend that I can do cannons. I probably can't. If no one else offers themselves up, I don't mind trying. But, you know. Be ready for pain. Wait, good. Ah, right, of course, not Boon. I'm a Boon DPS. I should stop pretending to be a pure DPS.
It's over. Drop your weapons and free the...
You came all this way for a few soldiers? You really have no idea what's inside this compound, do you? Only the worthy are taken inside. Like the squad leader. Your little journey ends here.
I'm stacking so hard on X, you guys. You don't even know how hard I'm stacking on X. I'm so ready for this. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to ready check because
A swift stream.
people get so impatient at the convergences that they usually just go way before the ready check ever gets off the ground, so... So I've gotten so used to just not doing ready check stuff. Yeah, so if ever targeted by a bomb, of course we want to make sure that we are not having the bombs on top of the boss. Ah! Damn forced movement just as bosses change out.
That fits good.
Oh, I should have thrown... Ah, whoops.
An ancient mountain.
Brilliant emperor.
Ah, yeah, out there to make the cannon vulnerable. Makes sense.
Stop calling me that.
It's my bad. Ah, right, of course, we're throwing it to the DPS so that the DPS can go out to the cannon. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I may or may not have been watching the videos or listening to the videos. I watched them, but they were, to be fair, my phone was not in my hand, it was in the holder while I was driving to pick up some stuff for my sister. I have a sister that's a geologist, and she is going to be going on an expedition to Greenland here soon. And I was picking up some, what are they called? There we go. Okay. I was picking up some plastic, like, you put them in the ground so that you can put tripwire between them. And tripwire is important to geologists in Greenland because when they sleep, they want to make sure that an ice bear can't... a polar bear is called in English. It's called an ice bear in Danish. But like, they want to make sure that an ice bear can't, you know, sneak up on them. Oop. So it's kind of important to have the right gear for that. Polar bears are dangerous creatures, what can I say? It's also when you go to Greenland or you go to some parts of the northern Norway, like Svalbard, you...
All right, people, listen up. There's more to this situation than we thought. These bandits were protecting something.
Nice.
And we need to find
Good
out
job.
what. We need to free these prisoners.
I mean,
and then find out where the
I'm cool with doing another wing, but I will have no idea what's going on. It's cool. What's the worst that could happen, right? You'll carry me? Thank you. I appreciate that. Cool. So we're going to be going rates experienced, W2, and it's a DPS that we're lacking. Bloop. Let's look at our loot. Ooh, it's feeding baby time. Oh, that's so nice. You have a good one, Lost Sanity.
You can never have too much treasure.
Cool. Are we supposed to move out, or do you move directly to Wing 2 from in here? Like, is there a way that we could move from here to the next part of the Forsaken Thicket? Thicket, however you say that. You can do both. So I'm assuming that the way forward would be like up here somewhere. Could you get an Alec DPS in your group? I don't know. I don't actually know if we have that capacity. Okay, so I have the Rift Mastery stuff too now. Oh! Reinforce armor. Nice. Travel to different places. So where would be the next part to travel to here? I feel like we've crashed airship, Spiritwood, Cemetery, and Skillet are things we've already been at. Are they wings like we all started the Pact camp all of the time? Well, I'm having fun figuring this out. No, it doesn't look like you can really get anywhere from here. Just leave instance. Okay. But the illusion of it being a living world where we move between stuff and, you know, blah-de-blah-de-blah. It is the same raid, right? So it should kind of continue in some way. So, which raid portal would you guys say is the most iconic one? When I'm doing the raid portal emote, or asking my artist to do the raid portal emote, which raid portal do you guys think should be the one in the emote? Should it be like the outside of the thicket? Because it's, you know, so it's like this, it's overgrown with thorns kind of thing? Or should it be like the inside that we just saw here, which is like a couple of like bricks stacked on top of each other? Or should it be the Lion's Arc Arrow Dome, like huge blah-de-blah-de-blah thing happening? What's the most iconic raid portal, basically? You just tell me when to ready check Andor, and I'll do it. stacking so hard. And I'm doing a ready check. So people don't click ready until we have... And don't kill me. Don't explode shroom 1. Yep, sure. I know what that means. Okay, so we are supposed to... One of the shrooms are going to become vulnerable so we can attack it.
Are you okay?
Refreshing.
Ah, that's what's going on. Yes, I see. So we have to make sure that we don't accidentally cleave our ally down here. Oh no, they moved on, and I'm stuck. Whee! Because our ally becomes an enemy, and if we accidentally end up attacking them, then that's bad. And we're crowd controlling. I see. And we're moving with the cross. Stack on X. I have a special ability. Where should I go to purge my pool? Out. Just out. Okay. Oh, it was too late. Sorry. So you're just supposed to go out somewhere to purge that pool. Cool. Dodge roll. Ooh. Spicy. There's a lot of leeway for making mistakes in these raids, I'm noticing. Like, multiple of the mistakes I've been making here are mistakes that, like, in a strike mission, we would have said, GG, let's, try again from the beginning. Ooh. Yeah, I need to recognize when those things hit. And it is confusing me. Which I'm sure there's an easier way to spot when. I believe it's the sluplings that do it, right? But I don't quite know how to spot the when they are going to do it. God. Oh, there they are. I saw them in time this time. Yeah, it's coming along. Okay. Whew.
We're getting close. Keep moving.
Okay, this isn't too bad.
You can never have too much.
I mean, I'm kind of bad, but the rating itself isn't too bad. It's actually very forgiving. That's my takeaway so far. It allows me to make a lot of mistakes without my team instantly dying from them. I noticed that people were like jumping up here before they jumped over. I don't know if I can do that. I'm just gonna try to jump from here.
Hurry! The forest is full of them. They'll call in reinforcements. Here they come.
Couple of people got up there. I guess that's the ones that did the trick by getting further up somehow.
Strong.
We could be vibed reset here with the poison, but we have Whee! But we have a lot of really experienced players. Makes sense. Yeah. So because I did the drop the poison in the middle of the group, that could have wiped us with less experienced players to handle it. Makes sense. But it's not like Either Blade Hideout, where if you place the bombs wrong, you just have to GG because they are going to kill you. It just makes everything harder and people have to deal with more. It looked like it stacked poison constantly when you were within the grasp of it. So it looked like it was something like you had to make sure to get, you know, handle more cleansing, more poison clearing constantly if that was a problem. Don't use your one skill if you're holding bees oil if you don't know when to put them down with WS. Oil 1 square. Bees arrow. Arrow is there. Okay. No, I'm new to Raid 2, and in your group, I have the same feelings as you. Yeah, I get that. We can ready check. Perfect. Okay, so a lot of people are just jumping down, so I'm going to do the same and assume someone else is better at doing mechanics, so to speak. But basically it looks like there's going to be some sort of, we are going to be trying to handle that there are I'm assuming that these gates will open up and it's going to be kind of a siege kind of thing.
This is getting serious.
That's why we're placing beehives where we are. Commander, run here. To get them to stop shooting us and come down and fight us. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn forced movement. Forced movement when your target dies is just a thing. You say that, but you're moving out, so are we also moving out? I'm going to move out. I'm going to assume that I should stand on X if I don't know anything else, then X is the place to be.
Enemies coming from the north.
Should we move a little bit to the side to make that sapper, you know, come closer? Those are a lot of beehives we've stacked on beneath the boss. And he is being targeted by those bees. Wow. What, does he smell of honey or something? Like, why are the bees targeting him and ignoring us? And why were they ignoring us before he jumped down?
Nice. Very nice.
You throw beehives at them. Ah, so you've stacked up all the beehives there, and then you're throwing them at him regularly to keep them, you know, engaged and mad at him. Makes sense. This kind of just feels like a meta event, honestly. This could have happened in the open world without feeling too weird. Like, it has a little bit more stuff going on, but not a lot. It basically is, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's also what Guild Wars 2, like, really does the most, right? They really do open world events. I think it's kind of a shame because Guild Wars 2 is also really good at doing the go to circle. Cool. Guild Wars 2 is generally very good at doing all of the like, they're good at making small encounters before a boss that teaches you the boss's mechanics, so that you know exactly what to do once you get to the boss. Which I think is really cool. The mortar strikes is what you use those jump pads for, and we just want one guy-ish to be doing that. And that's what Andor is doing for us here. Boss 50 at heart. Cool. So we should be ready to fight the boss, even though Andor is doing the mortar. I'm assuming that if Andor doesn't get back in time for boss, we should still be here to fight boss. I'm sorry, did you just say she's allergic to being burned alive? I mean, fair enough, I guess. And that's why we're throwing the oil at her, because she is a fire type person, a pyromaniac, they call her. So, she's allergic to being burned alive. GG/GG. What a way to put that.
Ever return?
We've cleared a path to the outside of the compound. Gather your people and head through the cave to the east. There's a packed camp at the jungle entrance. They'll tend to your wounds.
Someone has left us and is standing out in the aerodrome. Oh, there's a little chest in there. Oh, that's so interesting. Huh. Cool. I love that they're doing small hidden things. Did you discover something over here too? No. Pew, 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 pew. Oh look, probably achievement progress. You may come back to this after we've completed the mission. Interesting. Ow. Oh, we're slowly getting into Bloodstone territory. Slowly, the White Mantle are revealing themselves. But they've also always been hiding behind bandits, so that makes a lot of sense. Important for next boss, if you get sack, go to the border where there are now wells. You get normal poison. Get in a well isn't red to cleanse it. Okay. Probably can't do. So you'll be expecting a full noobs raid run soon. I mean, honestly, we could probably do that. I would probably like to do this at least once more where, you know, I just still learn the mechanics. Once where it's me knowing the stuff and not Andor knowing the stuff. I mean, Andor will always know the stuff as well, right? But I need to learn to, you know, be the one to put down circles and stuff too. So, but yeah, definitely. Let's get some noobs through this as well. This is much more forgiving and accessible than I thought it would be. I thought raiding would be real endgame, quote unquote, but and I mean it is, right? It is still difficult, but it's easy difficult. I know that's kind of like saying opposites, but you know, it's something you still should expect probably to wipe on if you don't have as experienced a group as this. And it's something where there are a lot of mechanics to handle, but they are learnable. They are mechanics that I expect many people will be able to learn before having to try too many times, basically. Okay. Ah! Hey, guess what? You can target the snowstorms. So weird. I love it when the bosses are like, you know, classes we expect to see. So that this guy is just an elementalist that, you know, is doing his thing, right? So great.
Your sacrifice will bring him life. He will not be pleased.
He will not be pleased. And then says, Andor, you should be with your group to carry us all when we inevitably die. Our group. True. Honestly, we do have quite a few people who are very experienced in this community in general, which is super nice to see. It's exactly what we want, because if we want to get more people to be, that doesn't look healthy. Anyways, if we want to be able to get more people into raiding, into striking, into doing all of these instant contents things, we need both more people who are... we need both the new people to feel comfortable and nice watching and learning and doing, and we need experienced people that are willing to, like Andor does. I know that Andor also does this for some other communities. I think it's here. Or maybe it wasn't there. Maybe I should have gone to a corrupted well with that one. I was confused whether that was a normal poison or the poison that I should go to a corrupted well with. But I went to some well with it. At least I didn't poison my team like I did on the first one. Should have gone in between. Ah, damn. Okay, so that was not one of the poisons that should be going to the wells at all. That was another mechanic that should be... that shouldn't fill up a well, so that you can still easier go to the wells with stuff. I'm assuming. Oh, there we go. I got corrupted just in time for the boss to end. Ah, well.
That was close.
Ooh. Very nice.
Nice gear.
You need to go and get dinner now, sadly, so minus a heal. Yeah, thanks for the run so far, Endor. Was very nice. I'm up for doing some more involved. Oh.
Calling themselves the White Mantle.
Ooh.
These converts. The chaos they inflicted on Tyria was short-lived. They were eventually crushed, and their scattered remnants went into hiding. But pockets of their fanatical followers have been operating in the shadows ever since.
Is there actually a Mossad in here somewhere? Because that looked like a Mossad. Involved stuff like CMs at a later point. I don't mind trying Doom or W4 normal mode if one of you can do the like basic rolls and markers and stuff like Andor did for us so far. Makes sense. But yeah, this was actually pretty easy. You know, all things considered, I didn't play perfectly. Yeah, I feel like when I call it easy, I should recognize as well that I am, you know, I was failing a lot of mechanics there. But the fact that we could get through so many of these things, even though I was failing mechanics, makes raiding much more accessible for newer people than I expected. I mean, again, I'm an experienced player. I may be new to these, but I know instinctively to move out when I see red circles around all of us, and a lot of stuff. But yeah, again, it's true. In the future, I know what to do with the bees. I know what to do with the oil. I know what to do with the. I think I could probably carve out the path through the sleeping thing. You know, become the mushroom or the slug thing that eats mushrooms, so that we can move through that. I noticed a lot of mechanics, of course, as you say, Tommy, being covered by other people. But I also used a lot of my attention to notice those mechanics, because I want, of course, to at some point be able to do them myself, or at least know how and why they're being done, so that I can, you know, tell other people to do them and explain what goes wrong if something goes wrong. I wouldn't be able to do that right now, but one or two more goes through this, and I will likely know most of the mechanics. For right now, though, let's see if some of the easy stuff... Oh, I'm already done with this. in the last fight, there were, as you noticed, the running to the edge and either drop between or on fountain. Yeah, there were, you know, it was the, you have to either corrupt or uncorrupt the fountains, and you have to move between them with poison stuff to make areas. The poison drops were actually kind of like the first poison drops that we had when we were fighting the mechanic I messed up on the first boss in Wing 2, where I dropped poison on top of the stuff. This was kind of, it wasn't the same mechanic. They didn't seem to grow in the same way. They seemed to be corrupted and do like big damage inside of them instead. But it was another one of those, you know, you get a thing, you have to move it out from the group, but you also have to make sure that it doesn't cover the fountains. Yeah. What was I looking for right now? I was looking to see what are our daily stuff. Because I was just going, maybe we should just do, if it's one of the easy ones, maybe we should just do the challenge mode of some of the daily strikes. And I'm looking at Temple of Phoebe and Harvest Temple, and I'm going like, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Reason it's not possible to be damaged except for his own projectiles he shoots out, so you reflect them back to make them vulnerable again. Yeah, it's one of the standard ways that they do the White Mantle Bloodstone shields. They also use it kind of like that in open world. Usually, whatever they shoot out drops to the ground. You have to pick it up and throw it back at them. But yeah, I kind of guessed halfway through that, you know, other people were doing stuff to actually reflect stuff to break the shield, because you could also see the stacks and the stacks going down. So, yep, there are a lot of mechanics. I'm not trying to say raiding is easy in the way where anyone can do it first try with nothing and everything is just. But I am surprised at how little additional, how little it'll take to do it, basically. Yeah. What? Honestly, I think I might just call it an early day today. I have a lot of real life stuff to get done as well. But I have enjoyed this, and I would like to do more raiding as well. But I also like to have watched the videos beforehand. It was only because so many of you were experienced that I was like, okay, I could do Wing 2 even though I haven't seen Wing 2 beforehand. But I like to feel like I know at least, you know, basically what's going on when I go into things. And I think that should be what people look for in general. But that means that we are going to be looking for someone to raid. I think we're going to raid Fandral. He usually does a lot of challenge mode raids as well, and a lot of fun stuff. He's a chill guy, and just someone I enjoy watching. So I think we're going to go into his channel, and then we are going to just be... I'm going to stay around there a little bit and chill, if you want to chat with me in there. Oh, he's in Harvest Temple. I think they are going to go for Harvest Temple challenge mode right now. That's going to be very exciting. That's one of the big ones that I want to do at some point. And you can look into my Discord if you want. Because, what's it say? I want to do a challenge mode run of Harvest Temple as well. And I would very much like to do it like, what's that called? Challenge mode as well. I'd like to do it with people that aren't completely a POC, because I think that'll be very, very difficult to do in either way. So if you go into my Discord, I actually have a little sub-channel where if you are interested in doing it with me, progressing it with me, you can write your name and what role you're willing to be playing, stuff like that. There's a sub-channel for that. !Discord gets you there. But for now, I would like to say thank you so much for being here. I don't know if I'm going to be playing tomorrow as well. I would like to do it, but you know, real life. I'll be writing out on my Discord if I do, but otherwise I'll see you guys Monday. And thank you so much, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.